Hi, this is Jennifer from the Knitting Vortex, and this is a tutorial for the Italian tubular cast-on method, which is a great way to begin ribbing that just flows right around the edge of your garment and directly into the ribbing of the piece that you're making. I use this cast-on in my Block Theory tank top, and I'm going to show you how I do it. You want to begin with a tail of yarn that's about 3.5 to 4 times the length of your finished cast-on length. And you'll lay the yarn over the needle in your right hand, hold the tail over your left thumb, and the ball yarn over your left index finger. And then you'll begin the 4 motions or 4 steps that will cast on 2 stitches. And repeat them over and over again. So what you'll do is you will dip down in front of the yarn and up through the middle, and then from the back, under both, and up in front. Then you will bring the needle down from the back up to the front, down through the middle, and up and back. And you've now cast on 2 stitches, plus you have the initial loop that you laid over the needle. So what you'll want to do is repeat those steps over and over again until you have the number of stitches that you require for your cast on. Down in front and up through the middle, down behind and up in front. Down from behind and up in front, down through the middle and up and back. Down in front and up through the middle, down from behind and up in front, down from the back and up in front, down through the middle and up behind. And while you're doing that, both hands are moving and twisting and creating these stitches on the needle that are alternate knit and purls. Let's do a couple more. Down in front and up through the middle, down under both and up in front, down from behind and up in front, down through the middle and up and back. So once you get a rhythm going, you can really just continue this, cast on as many as you need. I'll just cast on a couple. When you're ready to work your first row, you have to turn your needle around. And be careful not to lose your tail or your working yarn. I just wrap the tail there to hold the working yarn, and then begin knitting your ribbing. So if you look at these stitches, they're alternating knits and purls. In my Block Theory pattern, I start with a slip stitch edge. So I'm going to purl the first stitch, and then I'm going to do the first 2 rows, the setup rows for the ribbing. And those are, first I will slip 1 stitch with yarn in front, and then I will knit the next stitch. So it's slip 1, knit 1, slip 1, knit 1, slip 1, knit 1, and I do that to the last 2 stitches. I'm going to slip 1, and then I'm going to purl 1 to set up my slip stitch edge. So for your second row, will slip one with yarn in back, and then knit one, slip one with yarn in front, knit one, slip one, knit one, slip one. You're knitting all the knits. You're slipping these pearls. They're just slip stitches, they look like pearls. And in my pattern, I end with knit 2 because I'm working that slip stitch edge. So I've just worked 2 rows to create the tubular cast on, and you can see the edge here. There isn't really an edge, there's no visible cast on. It looks like the ribbing just begins flowing up from around the edge of your knitting. You can work an additional 2 more rows of the slipping and the knitting, or you can go straight into your ribbing, which is what I'm going to do here. So in my case, I'm slipping my edge stitches. So I'm slipping the first one, then I'm going right into my ribbing. Purl one, oops, purl, knit, purl, knit, purl, knit, purl, knit. We all know how to do ribbing. And I end with a purl too, just because of my slip stitch edge. And you can see that the ribbing is just nicely set up here. It's a knit one, purl one rib, and you can just continue on indefinitely until you don't need any more ribbing on your piece. And you've begun with this neat, tidy edge that looks like it just begins out of nowhere magically. And that is the Italian tubular cast on to begin knit one, purl one ribbing.